Hi, my name is Marlene Alamia, and today I'm going to be speaking about who I observed and what 3 occupations I analyzed in the context in which they completed those occupations. The person I am going to talk about today is Noella Berginger, and she is on the latest season of the Real Housewives of Orange County. As you all know, reality TV shows are consumed with drama. They have a ton of stories and drama and fights and catfighting, and it's just a ton. The reason why this particular person caught my interest is because she's new to the show and has so many issues in her personal life that affect her emotionally, physically, and psychologically on this show. Currently, she is dealing with a divorce. She is also a mother to a son with autism, which she doesn't really go into detail too much on the show about, but she does speak about some of the things she goes through with him, but he's never seen on the show. She also has a drinking problem in social settings, which we will talk about a little bit later. And her father just passed away. So as you can see, she has a lot going on. So let's dive into the details of what the 3 occupations are. And so the 3 occupations that I observed her doing during these shows are leisure. She was drinking alcohol constantly in order to get over clearly what is her depression. Her social participation, she was always at social gatherings and engaging in arguments that were unnecessary for her as well as other people. And rest and sleep. She did engage in this on a vacation that I saw, and I actually was pleasantly surprised that she did this, just because it's not something that she normally does. She was able to take time for herself to rest and relax, while the other women went off and did their own thing on the vacation. So I really applaud her for doing that. Some of the client factors that impact performance of this occupation are when Noella drinks, she gets very sloppy and messy. She doesn't pay attention to herself and how she approaches people in situations. It has become a habit, and she's not valuing herself or others around her. When she's in social gatherings, she's losing control of her body functions, such as waving her hands in people's faces, arguing with others. She loses her range of motion and that she can't control what she's doing in the moment of agitated behavior. When she is resting on vacation, she's taking care of her body and giving it what it needs in order to thrive. She's taking care of her mental health and personal factors. The performance skills needed for the completion of these occupations are: her choice of leisure activities might not be the best fit for her, being that she is going through so much. She needs to be able to interact with others in a more sober way. She needs positive interaction skills rather than negative. She needs to adapt to different situations. In this moment, when she had relaxed and rejuvenated herself, I was very proud of her in that moment, for her being able to find a quiet space to relax and get away from the other ladies. She used that time to process, and it helped to refocus her mind, body, and spirit. Some contextual factors and how it impacts her performance are the alcohol, which I felt like she abused it at moments, was environmental and factor. Being that environmental factor, she was around a lot of people who also were consuming alcohol, as well as her personal life had a lot to do with it. Her going through a very public divorce, as well as dealing with her son, who she felt that her husband left her for because her son had autism. Her drinking overcame her life, and I just feel like that was an environmental as well as personal factor. The social gatherings that she attended were very environmental in the fact that she consumed alcohol, as I said previously. She was violent with other people on the show. She didn't want to listen or behave in the way that she should have. And again, as in rest, it was environmental and personal. During that trip, she had engaged in a lot of fights, and I feel like in that moment she needed to use that time for herself in order for her to get back to where she needed to mentally in her brain. So, in conclusion, I feel like she needs to take back control of her life and focus on her mental stability rather than being at parties and engaging in arguments and consuming alcohol and being angry. I feel like she can have better leisure activities. She can also, I really think that this is something that I strongly agree that she needs to do. I also think she needs to find a different social group, being that this group only brings out the negative in her. She's not really positive around any of them, maybe only one, but I do feel like this is a big thing that she needs to change in her life. I also believe that she can make a difference in her own life if she engages in self-discipline and doing things that make her happy. And in conclusion, I think Noella can make her life amazing and wonderful again if she refocuses on herself and her self-worth. So thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great day.